Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this skin fade that you're about to see. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do so in order for the video to blow. Let's go. So as you can see here, the fade is nicely blended and looks top notch. Let's start. Today I'm going to start with my first guideline with my number 0. And I'm gonna go all around the client's head. You gotta make sure that your line is nice and straight. Next I'm gonna get my number 4 guard to debulk the top part of the hair in order for me to get that smooth finish with the fade. Same thing, you go all around the head and keep it nice and straight. Next, I'm gonna get my 1.5 guard and I'm gonna start fading down. I'm gonna try to blend as much as I can with the 1.5 guard into the number 4 guard, and I'm gonna start fading down. You gotta always make sure you flick up until you're going into the 4, because if you don't flick, you're gonna create a harsh line with the 1.5. Alright, next I'm gonna get my 1 guard with the lever open, and then I'm gonna continue fading down. I'm gonna go up where I finish with the 1.5 guard. Now I'm gonna just start fading down with the 1 guard, and then next I'm gonna get my half guard with the lever open as well, and just keep going down and stop where I stopped with the 1 guard. As you can see here, I'm playing with my lever opening and closing. It's called detailing. You gotta open and close to make sure you really blend as you're going down. Alright, so same thing here. I'm gonna go all around the head and do the same thing. The reason you gotta detail with the half guard is because you're gonna make it easier for yourself to break that 0 line after when you take the guards off. This will really bring the fade together and make it pop. As I always say, now I'm gonna get my Babyliss trimmer, and then I'm gonna take off that hair, that excess hair at the bottom, and get it ready for the foil shaver. So as you can see, I'm leaving back a small guideline in order for me to know where to stop with the foil shaver and not go too high, because if I go too high, I'm gonna create another line that's gonna be hard to break. So I'm just making things easier for myself. Next I'm gonna get my Vanish Wall foil shaver and just clean after what I cleaned with the Babyliss trimmer. This shaver, by the way, is way better than the old Finale one. This is the upgraded version of the Finale foil shaver, and the head on this one is way better than the old one, because the old one you gotta just change heads every while. This one just lasts very long. This is just way better. So as you can see, I go up and just stop on that base guideline that I left there, and I'm gonna clean all around the client's head. and leave it really clean. Next, I'm gonna take out that last guideline that I left behind, and you're gonna see how easy it is for it to disappear with very minimal work. And obviously after all that, I'm gonna go back to all the fade, the whole fade, and just give it a little detail to make sure there's no lines left behind. So as you can see, there's hair still being left behind. That's because I had my phone in one hand and the trimmer in the other, so I was trying hard to show you guys how I work. But anyways, after I finish that, I'm gonna brush everything away, and you're gonna see how clean the fade is. So as you can see, after I've brushed everything out, the fade is looking spot on. Now I'm gonna wet the hair on top and just get it ready for the scissor cut. Gotta make sure it's nice and soaky, so you can grab every strand of hair and to have a nice clean scissor cut. Now I'm gonna start with my base line as well on top. So what I'm doing here is creating a base, basically like a guideline in the middle of the client's head, and then I'm going to start cutting according to that. You'll be able to see, if you can see, when I'm brushing the hair back, everything is looking nice and even. That's just by following that simple guideline that I created in the middle of the head. Now I'm just gonna keep brushing to see if there's anything left to cut and if everything's nice and even. Alright, now what I'm doing is that I am detailing with the scissors. So whatever I see that's uneven, that needs to be cut, I just go with it and just cut it. And what I mean by uneven, that if you see any dark spots that needs to be lightened up, you just fix that. As you can see, I'm just fixing up the blend to make everything, to make the whole fade nice and smooth, and make the sides blend perfectly with the top. Now I'm gonna clean the hair and blow dry the top to see if everything's nice and even. And because the hair shrinks, it shrinks a little touch when you blow dry it. It sits differently. So as you can see, everything is looking good. Now I just need to line up the edges so I can keep it nice and sharp. So a little touch with the trimmer and a little touch with the razor, and same thing on the other side, and the haircut's done. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you'd like me to post about next. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And here's the outcome of this haircut. Everything's nicely blended, the fade's looking top notch, everything's nice and clean, and the client loves it.